Does anyone really know what hormones do? There is so much talk about women's hormonal health, but most women are left even more confused about what it means for them and what to do about it. The confusion ends now.
An award-winning German nutrition scientist created a powerful herbal formula called Hormone Harmony, which contains 12 powerful adaptogens into one single capsule. Each of these ingredients is carefully selected based on scientific evidence and has been proven effective in clinical studies for women of various ages and hormonal profiles.
Happy Mammoth, the company that produces Hormone Harmony, is famous for its zero compromise policy. No GMOs, artificial fillers or flavors, or any other junk. Only science-backed ingredients in amounts that are clinically proven.
What makes this formula unlike anything else on the market is that it tackles multiple hormone imbalances at the same time, creating a cascade of benefits all throughout the body and mind.
Hormone Harmony has over 50,000 raving reviews from women all over the world, with 98% of them saying they'd gladly recommend it to their friends and family.
For a limited time, you can get 15% off your entire first order at happymammoth.com. Just use the code BLAME at checkout.
You can try Hormone Harmony risk-free and get 15% off your first order with code BLAME at checkout.
This episode is brought to you by Nordstrom. Summer's almost out and fall's calling. Luckily, Nordstrom has everything you need for the season ahead, all under $100. Discover new arrivals from your favorite brands like Mango, Princess Polly, Wave, Free People, BDG, and more. Whether you're planning a last-minute getaway, heading back to class, or refreshing your office looks, you'll find the latest trends and beauty must-haves without breaking your budget. It's easy, too, with free shipping, free returns, and in-store order pickup. Shop today, in stores, and at Nordstrom.com.
She's made up her mind to live pretty smart. Learn to budget responsibly right from the start. She spends a little less and puts more into savings. Keeps her blood pressure low and credit score raises. She's gotten debt right out of her life. She tracks her cash flow on a spreadsheet at night.
Boring money moves make kind of lame songs, but they sound pretty sweet to your wallet. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. We're finally back.
I know.
We have so much to catch the people up on.
Mm-hmm. And each other, too.
I know. I felt like you, where I was like, okay, I'm not going to talk to her as much because I can't spoil everything. Because you know me, you can talk to me about random things and then save the things that you want to talk about for the podcast. I am like, no, I want you to talk about everything that I want to talk about.
Yeah.
I can't wait. So I think we should start with you because you left first.
Okay. All right.
Chronologically.
Yes, chronologically. So welcome to Fisting Friday. This is a show where we just talk. It's our Friday show. This will be the first show that will be back after our little hiatus for our summer vacation. And now we're going to get into it.
Which we deeply deserve this vacation because I'm realizing the only other times we have taken breaks is when one of us is sick.
Right. And that's not really a break.
No, that's not a fucking break.
No.
We're just sick.
So a couple weeks ago, I went to Vegas. Maybe I'll send Coco the video of me telling my mom that I bought her tickets and how she freaked out and also abandoned her friend.
I haven't even seen that video.
And by friend, I mean a lady that was her graduate advisor when she was in undergrad for AKA. So
that's good genetics.
An older lady.
Sydney Sweeney, those are good genes.
Those are good genes. Yes, an older lady who treats my mom like her little niece and has her go places with her. And so, yeah, shout out to Dr. Clark, a real one. I think she was the first Black female professor at the University of Arkansas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good mentor to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we'll insert that video here. You can see how I surprised my mom with tickets. And that was almost always my plan. If I got this writing job, then I was going to take her to Vegas.
What are you doing?
I'm working. What are you doing? Beyoncé Jr., whatever you want to call it.
My name's Melisa.
How you got on the cowboy hat?
And what are you doing on July 25th?
Is that when you go to Atlanta? I think that's the week that Margaret and I are down there. Why?
25th? I thought you were going to be there earlier.
She said it last week in July.
Well, I was going to see if you wanted to go see Beyoncé.
Oh, girl, yes. I'm sorry. She going to have to go by herself.
So we went. I got there. I hadn't slept because I needed to finish my scripts.
Yeah.
And I hadn't slept. I just took a shower, got on the plane, was writing ferociously, like so fast. Her plane, I had timed it so our planes left and arrived at the same time. Well, not left, but arrived at the same time at the airport. But then her plane was delayed, so I was just kind of sitting there doing my work. Also, saw a ton of fans there already, and we all, I should say, Hive members, and we all just had, just gave them, what day are you going? What day are you going? Because I was also dressed on theme the whole weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I had on a Levi shirt, but with the two eyes. So like people knew, and I saw other people's stuff, so they knew. Waited there for a while. Realized I was actually looking around the airport, and I was like, why isn't all the Vegas stuff in here like it usually is? Realized I was in a different terminal than my mom. Had to take the little van over, but there's nobody in this terminal. Like, no one working there. I'm walking around. The one person I do encounter, it was his first week there. He had no clue how to even get to the other terminal.
I was going to say we had a reroute where we ended up at the Vegas airport for our layover. And I realized in that moment that, like, I don't think I'd ever been, I think I'd only ever been to that terminal. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think I'd ever, because I was like, what the fuck is there? Because there's slot machines.
Yes, there's slot machines everywhere. So you've only been in the second one.
So
yes.
I only think I had been in the other one before, because I was like, what the fuck is this
and
place?
The other one is so big. Like the one I flew into, it's so big.
I didn't even know that there was another part.
Right. It's so big, but it's empty. There's nothing in there except for baggage claim. And I guess because my flight flew out of there. Yeah. So like there are places to check in, but it's not anywhere near where baggage claim is. And that is also empty. Like it's just empty. It's big and empty.
I guess people drive instead of fly. Like I literally never thought
understand.
About it.
Yeah. And So finally got over to her terminal after walking around for a while, and then finding a shuttle, because the one person I saw was no help. Mm-hmm. Then I got to her. We went to the hotel, and I was like, I gotta finish my scripts. So I just locked down, and then she went and found Sinitra, and they did stuff. So that was Thursday. Friday, still had to finish my scripts, but got about 4 hours of sleep, maybe.
Nice. Okay, that's better than you have been clocking prior to that.
Yeah, and it's also my fault. Like, I have time to do it, but it's just like, I work better when I'm under pressure and I'm counting down the hours. Like,
and do you also work better? I work better when like it's the dead of either morning or the dead of night. Like I work better when like there's no new emails coming in, when there's not like other like things to do.
But like yesterday, I edited Unhinged and Immoral, and that's pretty much all I did it yesterday. I could have been writing, and I didn't, and that's fine.
That's fine. I understand.
Yeah. And then what else? So we went to the concert on Friday night. Had a phenomenal time.
Good seats.
So much fun. Yeah, they were great seats. And, I've seen every show except for Paris, the Saturday morning one. So like I was very excited, but like my mom hadn't seen the show. The lady on the other side of me also hadn't seen the show. So she was like, she was there by herself, and she was so ecstatic. Like, I just love seeing the joy on both of their faces. There was also a family in front of us. It was a mother, daughter, and father, and the father was really there to just take pictures, but he knew the song. So like he was a fan, but and I loved it. He was tall, but he sat down.
Oh my God.
And he was taking pictures. Yes.
He's been trained incredibly well.
Thank you so much. So we had a really good time. So good that the next morning I woke up with a credit card on my pillow. And my mom said, let's go back. And I
Run
said,
it back.
Phenomenal.
I want to find the text you sent me how you said it, because it, like, I think you sent it to me like before I had woken up, and I read it, and then I was like, what? And then I read it again after I had my coffee, and I was like, she's going back to the motherfucking concert. That's what that fucking means. Let's see what it was. What day was it?
It would have been Friday
Okay. Oh, you said
20.
Going back tonight. I woke up with my mom's credit card on the bed like the Tooth Fairy. And I said, shut the fuck up, iconic. And then I said, this is why I want to be reincarnated as one of her daughters.
Yeah, it's a good time. So yeah, we also, that trek across that bridge, it's not that it's long, it's just hot.
It's also mirage, like everything feels like as you're walking, it's somehow still getting farther away.
Yeah, but they do have water stations along the bridge. Like full on coolers, like 10 of them with long things with cups and stuff. So like you have little breaks. No one's in a rush. It was a good time, but it's just hot. The first day it wasn't that hot, but that second day it was fucking hot. And my mom also had hurt her foot, didn't tell me until we had. Yeah, she's like, yeah, I'm going to the podiatrist when I get back. That could have been valuable information to know. Also, she could have brought her sticker.
That's what I was about to say.
She could have brought it. We could have got right up. I said, Mother, why didn't you bring it?
Yeah. Mott's had the similar realization when I mentioned to him that, like, I should look into doing pre-boarding now that it's, like, summer and it gets really hot at the airports. And because you can pre-board when you've got POTS, because it takes you a little bit while, get like heated, all of that stuff, and then not standing for that long. And he looked at me and he was like, you tell me this as we are sitting in our seats on our flight home. We could have been pre-boarding. Cool.
Yeah. So we also, when we lived in Mississippi, when I was like in kindergarten, we, my mom's best friends that lived around the corner, she was also pregnant with Melanie at the same time as Aunt Natalie, so we call her, was pregnant with her son too. And so like they met Kenny Rogers. Like they used to go on adventures all the time. They went on, because of crafts, they went on this boat for something with Kenny Rogers. And he he was like, because they were very like months, like maybe 8 and 7 months pregnant on this boat.
Oh my God, I thought you meant they were on the boat for 8 months. And I was like, 8 months with Kenny Rogers?
No. They were and they were like walking around. Yeah, they were very pregnant. I vividly remember the picture. But I was mad because I think my aunt's or grandmother came to stay with us, and I was like, I want to go wherever y'all are going. But they also got, like, he let them hang out in his room where all the food was because they were pregnant. Like, they were buds for a night or whatever. But anyway, so we met up with her. Unfortunately, her husband, Uncle Ricky, had died a few years ago. But we met up with her and her daughter, which I hadn't met before. Even she's like 26, but I hadn't met her before. And it was just like family coming together. It was so sweet. And also her brother was there but lives here, and like he was like, if you ever need anything, let me know. Sweet. Like it was just sweet. That's stuff so nice. Going on.
Were they going to the concert too?
No, they lived there. They lived
there. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that was great. And then, and I also, like, they were an hour late and I was so tired, and I was just like, maybe we should just cancel, but I'm glad we didn't cancel because we just had a good time.
That's so fun.
And then we went back.
Which you should tell people, what show was it that you went back for? Yeah. How many were after that?
Zero. We went back to the hotel, did a quick, we did have outfits picked out, but we were like, we're tired and we're hot. We're going to put on, because she had bought the shirt that I got when we went. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, let's just put on these shirts. And I had brought scarves and glasses from when Beyoncé had dressed like that, and then dressed sacred bottle in the same way. So we wore that, but it was too hot for us to keep it on. So we took a picture and then that was it. But yeah, we went to the concert and we had a side view. And from the side view, you can see, even though you don't get a full front of the stage, you can see so much that's happening. I don't think that other people were paying attention to it as I was, because I was seeing things before they were happening. And I knew they were coming because I knew stuff was happening. I could hear the music changes and stuff in ways that the people around me did not hear. I saw the little golden bulls that the dancers are hunching on in the back. I saw, okay, so in order of events, the music changed for Shaboozey first.
And here I was watching it live going, this bitch, something's happening. Something's
happening. And I can see straight into the lifts now because we're on the side and just a little bit up, but not too far up. So we're very close. Like these seats are actually closer than the ones we're in 100 sections for both of them. But like we were pretty dead on center on Friday night. And this one we're on the side center, but we are very much closer to Beyoncé. Like I could feel the heat coming from the fire that goes up. That's how close we were. And I'm like, I know why she has these fans on, because I can feel this. It's fucking hot on that stage.
So sweaty there.
Other than, she's got to do her hair choreography.
Yep.
So I hear something and then I see someone slowly coming up. And I was like, that's Shaboozey. And I started yelling, that's Shaboozey. And everybody around me is like, no, it's not. And I'm like, yes, it is. Like, why is the music changing?
You guys don't know the run of show then.
Right.
Sorry, you don't know run of show.
Right. So he comes, everybody's freaking out. I'm like, cool. I like Shaboozey. Like I wouldn't go to, at this point, I don't know enough of his music where I'm not going to a concert for Shaboozey. Yeah. But I'm happy for everybody there. I also immediately uploaded my video that I did, so then people on TikTok could see it, and that one has a lot of views.
Hell yeah.
On my secret account. And then
I'm gonna go and check that again.
And then the show is, continuing, and then we get to when she does the classics part. And I told to my mom, I said, if Jay-Z's going to come out, this is when he's going to come out. Music changes again. Jay-Z doesn't come up from the bottom. He comes up from the other side of the stage. But the music changed and I yelled, Jay-Z's coming. Again, everybody around me is like, okay, whatever. And then he comes around the corner. Everybody's freaking out. It was a grand old time.
Support for today's episode comes from OneSkin. We've talked about OneSkin before. Did you know your body starts accumulating senescent cells as early as your 20s? Also called, what are they called, Melissa?
Zombie cells.
These cells stop producing collagen and hyaluronic acid like they used to, and they start secreting an inflammatory substance that makes neighboring cells dysfunctional too. There is an answer for these zombie cells, though, and it comes from our friends at OneSkin.
Founded by an all-woman team of scientists, OneSkin is the first and only skin longevity company to target cellular senescence, a key hallmark of aging, with their proprietary OS1 peptide. OS1 is scientifically proven to decrease lines and wrinkles, boost hydration, and help with the thinning skin that often comes with age. Don't just take our word for it, though. They've got over 4,000 5-star reviews for their full line of face, body, sun, and travel-sized products.
But if you want to take our word for it, know that we love them. We are using them constantly. The OS1, the way it goes on, so easy, so simple. You notice a huge difference with them, and your skin looks great.
Yeah, I have become a fan of the Rich Eye Cream because it's thick, but it's lightweight, and I can just easily use it as part of my routine.
OneSkin is the world's first skin longevity company. By focusing on the cellular aspects of aging, OneSkin keeps your skin looking and acting younger for longer. Get started with 15% off using code BLAMEME at oneskin.co.
That's 15% off oneskin.co with code BLAMEME. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Invest in the health and longevity of your skin with OneSkin. Your future self will thank you.
You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. This podcast you're listening to, it was once just a dream. A dream that became reality not by accident, but because someone decided not to let the what-ifs keep them from creating something they believed in. Starting your own business is a dream lots of us share, but too many let it remain just a dream. Don't hold yourself back from creating what you believe in, and turn those what-ifs into why-nots with Shopify by your side. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world, and 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. What if I can't design a website? Shopify's got you with beautiful, ready-to-go templates to match your brand's style. What if I need a hand? Get help with everyday tasks like enhancing product images, writing product descriptions, or generating discount codes with Shopify's AI tools created for commerce. What if people haven't heard about my brand? Shopify helps you find your customers with easy-to-run email and social media campaigns. And what if I get stuck? Shopify's always around to share advice with their award-winning 24/7 customer support. So turn those dreams into and give them the best shot at success with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/realm. Go to shopify.com/realm. Shopify.com/realm.
Then we get to the Renaissance portion. And things are different. They're not doing the ballroom part. And Beyonce dips down. And I hear the Charlie's Destiny I think it was in Break My Soul. This is how they had mixed it in. And I said, Destiny's Child's coming. Again, everyone around me, no. I'm like, by this point, you should know that I'm right.
We've been 2 for 2, and you guys are going to say, no, not anymore.
Yeah. Maybe they just didn't want to get their hopes up. But why is the Destiny's Child, Charlie's Angels playing? And then they're rising. I can see 3 heads. Nobody's paying attention to the whole. I can see 3 heads. And again, I'm screaming, Destiny's Child is coming.
Your eyes are on the hole.
Yes. I see 3 heads. Destiny's Child music is playing. What else are we going to get right here? But it all happened so fast. And then people realized what was happening. And I said, see, I was right. And everyone's freaking out. And then we even get to the part where I'm like, oh, we're doing the mute challenge. And it happened. People were losing their goddamn minds. It was not quiet.
No, I saw.
There was even, I don't know if you saw the video of Kelly where she's like, shh, shut up and laughing. Mm-hmm. She was so cute doing that. But there's somebody that was in the section next to mine, but in the same row. And he paused, and I'll send you my video, and you can just hear him screaming on purpose. And it pissed me off to the point where the drunk man behind me, who's been talking the whole show, being loud, but I'm like, enjoy yourself. You came from New Orleans straight off the plane, got off, came here. New Orleans is very drinking culture. You know, that's your culture. You're having fun time. Turns to him and goes, I know you're fucking lying. And I'm pretty sure that I know who the person was.
Personally or internet-wise?
Personally and internet-wise.
Ooh.
But he doesn't drink, so it wasn't even that. He was just being a nuisance on purpose. Like, he literally, like, waited and then started yelling on purpose.
That's deeply annoying.
Yes. But, I mean, it's fucking Destiny's Child.
I texted you as soon as it happened, and I said, I am so jealous.
Yes.
As soon as they came on stage, I was like, I can't. I was watching the lives last 2 nights, and we were the night of your, like, the first one you went to, Mods and I were watching. What were we watching? Jungle Cruise or something? By the way, underrated movie, kind of good. We enjoyed it. And I like would pause it during certain things, but like, you know, for some songs, I'm just like holding it up and like listening. I'm not watching it. And then when stuff just started getting fishy, a little spooky, a little different on the final show, I said, so sorry, we're actually going to have to pause. And then Moss was like, do you want to cast it onto the TV? And I was like, if I knew how, yes. But right now, I can't take any breaks. And
Don't you have an Apple?
We do,
TV?
but like at the point of him saying that was like, I think it was when Shaboozey came out, and I was like, we're in crunch time. Like, I don't have a lot. We don't. If this is the start and this is happening now, I don't have a lot of time for like technical difficulties. And I had to like keep switching lives, and like people's fucking phones were breaking, and I was like, my God. And I was so afraid of phones overheating, but that was insane to watch.
It was
I can't imagine
to
being
be
there.
in the building. Like, both nights my ears were literally ringing.
Oh yeah.
But like that last night, there's so much of it I don't even remember, but I've recorded a lot of it, but like it was so good. It was so good. Also during Daughters, because you know there's a quick transition from Daughters in that LED dress to the Renaissance part. She goes down, and then I could see the little people, because it's completely dark, but I can still see. And people come over her with an umbrella, and she takes it off and has her Renaissance outfit on underneath. And then she has on a cloak that she puts on, and then goes up and runs back.
Yeah, you got to see all the running and then the slow walk.
Yeah, like she runs back. It's still completely dark. I've missed this every other time I've been watching.
So interesting.
It's
like it's not where your eyes are.
Yeah. And so, that was pretty cool to see. There were just cool things to see. And that's a thing about her concerts is like, no matter what seat you're in, you're getting a good show because there's different things that you can see that are happening. Like from the seats that I had on Friday night, I could not see the actual stage at all and all those visual elements. But from our seats when we went in LA, could see all that. So like, there's just like trade-offs depending on where you're sitting to everything you're gonna see. And
you got to see different flying elements.
Yep.
You got to see a horse, and you got to see the evolution from. Well, you got to see the de-evolution from when men drove cars to instead. Now we're back on horse and buggy.
We're back on horses. We're back on horses. But that Levi's ad that came out on Tuesday, she arrived on a horse and left on a motorcycle.
Yeah, I don't even think I'm delusional that Act 3 is coming soon.
I think we're going to have a break because the children have to be back in school.
No, I think we'll have an announced something. Yeah. I think we're going to get, because like did you see she was just photographed shopping in New York? And I was like, on the streets? she's letting us see her, which to me, the more she lets us see her in public, something's happening.
Yeah. But she timed it perfectly so they could have a little break before school starts. Blue Ivy's got to go back to 8th grade.
Just crazy. Like, what did you do this summer? Well,
you shouldn't even have to tell anybody.
No, they know.
They know. And also, like, she's going to get her lick backs on people that doubted her during Renaissance.
She was insane. I was showing Mott's. I also showed my nephew because he obviously loves Blue Ivy.
Yeah, he's a Blue Ivy
He's
fan.
a big Blue Ivy stan. And Mott was like, "Oh my God, like she can dance." And I was like, "Yeah,
yep,
yeah." And I explained to him the whole Deja Blue thing.
Mm-hmm. Matthew Knowles, father of Beyonce and Solange, he went on a podcast running his mouth too much. I know Beyonce got in his ass after.
I know Tina was so motherfucking annoyed.
Well, she talks too much too.
But
so
she
can
knows she's allowed to talk, but she doesn't want him to talk.
Right. And he said that Rumi is the singer and Blue is the writer. But I'm like, Blue can probably rap.
If you can write, you can sing. Like, and for me, I'm just like, it's not about like, oh, do you have your mom's range of vocals? But like, you don't come from that mom and that dad and not have a good tone to your voice. Regardless of what your range is, like you will have a tone to your voice.
Yeah. Yeah. But also like Solange can sing.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, Tina can sing. So like, she's musical. We'll see how it manifests. Because something's happening. Yeah. We first saw Destiny's Child when they were 15 and 16. Blue's 14. Like, something's going to happen.
Ugh, love. I miss her already.
I'm very much still posting videos, so I haven't. Also, last night, a man he went live and did the whole concert. I
love that.
Mixing in elements from, like, it was Cowboy Carter, but also mixing in a lot of Renaissance, more than what we actually saw. Adding in the Destiny's Child stuff. Also brought out a little rocking chair horse for 16 carriages. He had wardrobe changes. He did the malfunction that happened during Alien Superstar during the Renaissance. Like, he did all of that, even did his wardrobe change. I came in right at that point and I was like, this is great. Very low budget, but very, very, very. And he was singing live too. He wasn't like lip syncing.
One of the lives I followed, the man could not stop singing.
That is one of the reasons why I didn't go live. But looking back at my videos, because I'm checking before I'm uploading to see if I'm singing. I'm not to a point where you can hear me singing. So I could have gone, but I didn't.
There was one that I followed, one guy who was the one who then just started like fighting with people, being like stop telling me what to do. And I was like, babe, you're getting a little drunk.
Turn your comments off, which also makes the video stream better.
And him telling people to say, stop telling me what to do, with people saying, please stop begging for like galaxies, and like removing the camera. He would move the camera and then talk into it. So it's just like black talking into it, like dark screen, and then be like, send your gifts. Come on. I won't show her again until you send the gifts. And everyone's like, stop doing that. And then he was like, don't tell me what to do. And so he was just begging for,
not doing this out the love of Beyonce, but just wanted money.
At first, he was doing it out of because he had great seats and he was singing the whole time, but his voice was beautiful. Like, I was like, honestly, you're adding in new harmonies. Like, I'm okay with it. My favorite one though was I was like laughing out loud the entire time, which I have yet to do during an entire stream of Cowboy Carter, because it was this one guy. And then it would be like, if it was 16 carriages, she'd be like, 16. He goes, what? Carriages? Like, he's literally ad-libbing like every single line of anything, any fucking song. And it's like, Levi, jeans, show me them jeans. And it was just the whole time. And then he would just react like, ooh, yeah. Love it. Okay. Shake it. And it was so loud, but it was like a stand-up routine the whole time. And everybody in the comments was like, I can't stand this man. And I was like, I'm actually high-key loving this.
So, yeah. I'm different. I ended up getting the jersey, which also other friends from back home, Epiphany and her wife Kimberly, were there. And they left during 16 carriages because they wanted to get merch. Because the lines they didn't have it set up where there were numerous trucks like it was in LA, where it wasn't, there was like 3 different places to get merch. So the lines were so long. And so she was there and I was like, hey, give me that jersey. because when we got out, she was at the front of the line.
Oh, nice.
So I got it. Now we can be twinsies.
I would have worn it.
Well, you've got red on though. It completes
Red,
white, and blue.
Mm-hmm. And I have something blue to show you that I got.
Oh.
After. When I got it, literally, I was like, I almost texted you. I was like, I'll save it for the podcast. But I was like, you are the person I have to tell about this.
Okay.
This episode is brought to you by Amazon Prime. From streaming to shopping, Prime helps you get more out of your passions. So whether you're a fan of true crime or prefer a nail-biting novel from time to time, with services like Prime Video, Amazon Music, and fast free delivery, Prime makes it easy to get more out of whatever you're into or getting into. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to learn more.
This episode is brought to you by Espolón Tequila. Slow, sticky, snoozy. They call these the dog days of summer. But Espolón? They don't do boring. Welcome to the Marg Days. Espolón Tequila. 100% blue Weber agave, born to shake up your summer. Just add lime, agave, and a little attitude. Visit espolontequila.com. Espolón Tequila, 40% alcohol, volume 80 proof. Copyright 2025 Campari America, New York, New York. Drink responsibly.
Hellmann's believes they can turn any mayo hater into a lover. So, if you know someone who thinks mayo equals bland, show their taste buds the truth and challenge them to try Hellmann's flavored mayo. With irresistible flavors like Hellmann's spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chipotle, and Italian herb, they'll be eating their words. Challenge haters to try Hellmann's flavored mayo and get them to eat their words. Learn more at hellmanns.com/eatyourwords.
So now we're going to go into Meghan's wonderful birthday weekend.
Yes. We went to Montana for my birthday to go sapphire mining.
Y'all heard it here first.
Yeah. I pissed off the Montanans because, no joke, we got off the plane in Bozeman. And like when we were flying in, I was like, I've never flown into a state that looks like it. It kind of looks like a patchwork quilt when you're there. And like, because there's so much like farms and crops, like things are in circles. And so it's like all of these like different colored green, like big circles. It just looks, and there's like not a lot of houses. Like it just looks very cool to fly into. And I was like, wow, we get off the plane. And we get our rental car. They tried to convince Mons to get an F-150. And he was like, I'll be fine. Like
that would be it would have completed the trip.
I was low-key shocked because you know this man, anytime he has to get a rental car in LA, he goes, I'll get a truck. And I'm like, what a stupid idea. You can't bargain anywhere.
Remember that big ass truck I had?
Yes. Yes, I do. And Mons was like, I can
fix
get that.
something on my car. I literally had to jump into
from your tiny car to the biggest car ever made.
Yeah, and that was what they had for free for me, and I literally had to jump into this car, this truck.
No, she had to catapult herself. She had to like get a running start. Eva Longoria Award for Tiny Human, huge impact. Have you been following the Las Culturistas Award?
I have been. I see bits and pieces of it.
So funny. So we get in the car. We have like a sedan. It's fine. Afterwards, Mons was like, next time I kind of maybe would have gotten an SUV. Because they do say like where we went to sapphire mining, they're like, it's right off the highway. Highway is a very generous term. What they mean is a state government maintained road, which does also mean the only road. Does it mean that road is paved? No. Does it mean that road is multiple lanes? No. It is a one road, dirt, rocks, winding through middle of nowhere. But we get our rental car and we start driving and we leave the airport and I look outside and I go, okay. Yeah, we keep driving and I'm like looking, I'm like, oh, nice, it's like cloudy. It's, the weather's not great. But that's what, that area for summers. And we keep driving. And then finally, after like not even 20 minutes, I was like, don't kill me. This kind of just looks like California. And Watts was like, oh my God. The more we drove, I was like, this does. Like, you could tell me this is here. You could tell me this is here, which is ironic because, boy, oh boy, do the people of Montana hate California, which is deeply ironic when we would tell people we're from California and they would give us like like a dirty look. Some people were not friendly. Other people, so friendly. And they would like give us these looks or like be like, ugh, yeah, California. And then after 5 minutes into the conversation, it would reveal, yeah, we've got a house up in California. Huh? Why are you, what the fuck are you, what do you mean? The amount of people that we met who split their time between Montana and like Sebastopol in California or like other random places. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, what? So wild. But we get to our Airbnb and big lightning thunderstorm. I've got a vlog coming that like shows all of that. It was beautiful. It definitely got a little scarier. Like every day it ended with like a thunder and lightning storm. When they're not lying about it being big sky. I've never seen a sky that big, which means there's a lot of room for lightning. And it's feeling very close. But it was really cool. It was like so fun. We ended up only doing we did one full day of sapphire mining. We planned to do like 2 half days. Of course, I got way too into it on day 1 and did it for like the whole day. I did think I was going to pass out and die afterwards. And I have like the most insane bug bite on my knee. I don't know what it's from. I think it's either like a demon mosquito that lives in Montana or like that other kind of like southern thing that stings you. Not like a horsefly, but it's like are they chiggers? Is that what that word is?
But those are little tiny. Chiggers would be little tiny. It would be a bunch of little tiny.
No, it's not that then. But
Yeah,
that's like the only
from
other
being in the grass.
southern like specific thing I know that like can sting you. That and like horseflies.
The South though.
Well, when you grow up in California, you think of anything else.
It's so far.
No, but is it? But they have them there, don't they?
I don't know what's in Montana. I've never been, but
Montana. Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yeah, they're Midwestern too, so it's not that though. Or it's like a horsefly. Whatever it is, it still to this day looks crazy. Like I thought it was just a bruise at first, and I also have, and it's finally starting to not hurt as much. I had a bruise. Like, and it took a couple days to show up, but like in the shape of the underwire of my bra, because I was leaning so hard against the thing. And I like, again, that big ADHD, like you just don't realize if I'm uncomfortable, if I'm in pain until like I snap out of the focus.
Don't wear a bra that often.
No. And like, I was just being silly. And I had bruises on my arms from like shaking the gravel in the water. I was very good at it. But then eventually I just like let Mons do it because I was like, I can't keep getting up. I'm going to pass out because we did not bring enough food. That was my fault. He brought food for me. I forgot to bring food. But we found like a lot of sapphires on our first day. And we were like so tired. He kept saying the next day, being like, should we go back? Let's go back. And I was like, let's like, we're going to go into town. We're going to have them like inspect them and see. Cause they do like a rough inspection at the actual mine, but you can like go see what kind of jewelry they put them into at their store in the other town. We were like looking and all that kind of stuff. And then we walked into 2 other stores, which I'm going to do my best to find the names of, and I can give them to Melissa to put them in the show notes. If not, if I don't find them by now, I am determined to find the names of these stores by the time my Montana vlog goes up. So if anyone wants to see them. But, we'd gone into one store and people were just like so deeply unfriendly. And I was like, we go into another store and I'm looking for like a kitschy Montana shirt. And I'm seeing like, I love beers, my wife, boobs, and big guns. And I'm like, hey, no. Seeing a lot of like Back the Blue shirts. And I'm like, no. Like, what the fuck am I going to do? Like, this is. And we walk in to this cute little boutique that's like vintage Montana stuff. So like, it's like got like Wrangler jeans. It's got like big denim shirts, cowboy boots, and like, kitschy little other items. And I look at a mannequin. I do a double take. And what do I see this mannequin wearing? A Clinton Gore 1992 hat. Listen, I screamed. If anyone wants to see it, I'm showing it on the video. I screamed.
That's so cool.
It's so niche. And the owner, who she could not, I can't assume she's from Montana or everybody else is hiding their accent. And because she has a very thick, like strong Southern accent. And she from across the store was like, oh my God, I'm so glad you love that. I can't believe no one's bought that yet. And I was like, I'm dying. Like he was my childhood celebrity crush. She like stops what she's doing. She goes, what? And like the other woman who's working there with her was like, wait, what? And they both were laughing so hard. And I was like, no, you do not understand. They're like, oh my God, girl. Like, and they were just so fun and funny. And then like, there's like the shirt I posted on my Instagram story of being like, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm gay. And it's a frog. That's from this store. So it's like, it was very much giving like Valentina. And I was like, oh, thank God. And like this woman and I were vibing. We're getting along so well. She's like so nice. She's friendly. She's wearing a Good Mythical summer shirt from like Good Mythical Morning. And I was like, okay, yeah, we're good. And then we met another one, 2 women who owned a different boutique. And they also, when they told me they also split their time in California. That one wasn't like why would you do that? I was like, that's why we get along so well. And I was like, I need to only be talking to the young women because we're getting along so much more. The older women and the men, it's not so much. But I was obsessed with this hat. And this woman was thank God for her, because we went back the next day before we left the store, because there was like a denim shirt that I like wanted to try on before, but I didn't. But I was like, I want to go back and try it on. And I didn't get it, but Mott's ended up finding, I found for him a vintage Tommy Hilfiger, like really cool, like knit polo that like looks like OG, like tiger, like fashion era. And I was like, you have to get this for your trip. So we did, but she was so nice because she remembered, she'd asked us the day before where we were staying, and we had told her we were staying in Anaconda. And she remembered and was like, oh, do you guys heard about what happened in Anaconda, right? And we're like, no, what happened? And she was so nonchalantly, she goes, oh yeah, no, there's a manhunt going on. This man came in and he like killed all these people and he like ran off into the woods. Whole town he shut down. That's why I pulled her out of school. Points to her child who's sitting next to her. I pulled her out of school and she's got a school play later today. And I said, honey, ain't gonna happen. And the girl looks at me and she goes, yeah, my mom says I can't perform in the school play unless they catch the guy who killed all these people. I was like, oh my God. But thank God she said that, because it's where we were staying, like the town that her store was in is in Phillipsburg, which is like 800 people. But Anaconda is like less than 10,000. It's like small, but it's more spread out. But like there's unless you drove by like the town center, you wouldn't know that the whole town was under like lockdown, because like not a lot of people are there. It's like the middle of the week. And so we had planned to go back there and like take a walk around the lakes and into the mountains where this man was hiding allegedly. And because she told us that, we didn't go back. He's still on the loose though too, which is crazy. And I was talking to someone about being in Montana. They're like, oh my God, wow, did you hear about that guy? And I was like, that was the town we were in. That was the town in Montana that we were in. And that was the day we were there, like the day we were leaving. But it was, wild. And so then after we did the store day and like we got some other stuff, Mats was like, let's just go back and get one more bucket. Get one more bucket of gravel. Let's do it. And I was like, okay. You can't let me get sunburned this day, because I did get a little sunburn. I was upset about it. And so we decided we were going to do one bucket, and everyone there like recognized us from the day before. We're vibing. Everyone who worked there was like so nice. Like when I'm saying that like some people are like not friendly, it is not the people who worked at Gem Mountain. They were lovely. Specifically referring to older women and men who worked in other establishments and were just other patrons in other places. And so we do the one bucket. We do our big like sift or whatever, and Mats has gotten better at doing the flipping, because prior to that, like that was my job, because I was really good at it. He does it, and in the first flip of the only bucket we got, the first stone I found was a 3.9 carat sapphire, biggest one of our whole fucking trip. And when we got it looked at the next day, because we went towards like the very end of the time that you can do the mining. So there wasn't enough time for them to look at it. But our girl Meiisa, she did like weigh it, because Mott's wanted to ring the bell, because you can ring the bell if it's over 3 carats. And like all he wanted the whole time we were there was to ring the bell. And she was like, oh my God, no, give it to me. Like, let me weigh it. Let's get it. Let's get your man to ring that bell. And so we did it. And it was like, oh my God, sick. But she was looking at it and she was like, I think this is like probably pretty good. And turns out it was her dad who like appraised it, who like looked at it the next day. And he like it was so dramatic. I loved it. He like took the like, the jewelry glasses, like the big magnifying, he like took them off, and he like turned off his like little inspection light and like put his hands together and was like, now this one is a contender to be cut in Montana with a certificate of authenticity. Ooh. So wild. And that was like we just like picked such a good bucket, because we got almost, not as much as we did the day before, but like almost as much as we got out of 4 buckets in like one really good bucket, because we also knew what to like look for.
Yeah. So what are you doing with it?
Well, I have a whole Pinterest board that I've been making.
Okay.
So my plan with the big one is I want to do like a solitaire kind of ring. I think I want to do either like a chunky pinky ring or like a pointer finger ring. Something ideally with they'll cut it based on like what's the best that'll look the best with the stone. Ideally, I would love it to be something elongated like a marquee or something, so it can be like east-west, so like kind of like long way, like a chunky, cool, fun way. And then the other piece that I really, really, really want to get done is like a cigar band ring, like a thick gold band. And then I want it to be like a confetti ring where it has like all different colors of sapphires like sprinkled throughout it and like not like coordinating in any way. And I think that would be super cute. And then the rest, I either might like add to a charm. Mats wants to do like a little signet ring. We might add a sapphire or something to like wedding bands or whatever. But there's like a lot of options. And then I can also, we want to like go back for my birthday next year. Like, it was so fun. And then I can keep collecting and then eventually do like a bracelet or something. But like this is like the kind of ring I think would be fun.
Oh,
for the
nice.
for the big one. Yeah, this is like the confetti style ring I would want to do. Because I've got like ones that are ready to be like cut that are like over a carat. And those ones will be like a little more prominent because you lose like a ton of it once you cut them. Like they're not nearly as big. But then for the little ones, you can still get them like cut. They're just not as like valuable or worth as much. But then you can add that. Like they're perfect for accent stones, for stuff like that. So I'm just like so excited. It was so fucking cool. Like so fucking cool.
If you work as a manufacturing facilities engineer, installing a new piece of equipment can be as complex as the machinery itself. From prep work to alignment and testing, it's your team's job to put it all together. That's why it's good to have Grainger on your side. With industrial-grade products and next-day delivery, Grainger helps ensure you have everything you need close at hand through every step of the installation. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Now at Chipotle, our all-new Chipotle Honey Chicken brings Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet. Seared smoked peppers and savory Mexican spices, blended with a hint of pure honey for a perfectly balanced sauce. All combined with fresh, tender chicken hot off the grill, served up in your favorite burrito or bowl. New Chipotle Honey Chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level. But it's only at Chipotle for a limited time. Order now in the app for pickup or delivery. Chipotle, for real.
This episode is brought to you by Wayfair. Podcasts follow us everywhere. Whether you're cooking in the kitchen, chilling in the living room, or pretending to fold laundry in the bedroom. And with Wayfair, every one of those rooms can tell a story of its own. Their curated collections of furniture styles and prices make Wayfair the trusted destination to turn your home into your happy place. Shop everything home at wayfair.com with free and easy delivery straight to your door.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that you had an adventure for your birthday.
It was really fun. Like it's like, it was so me. Like it was just such a me activity. And I was so glad that Mats also got into it. But yeah, the area was like it was just like super pretty, really beautiful. Again, another thing I will say, people who like complain, Montanans were like, California is so stupid and expensive. My God, your state is so fucking expensive. Montana is so expensive. The houses there cost as much as houses in LA. I'm not kidding. Like not even some of the ones that like don't have like a massive amount of land or whatever. Like they're just like things are just expensive, but it's really it's beautiful. It does look a lot like California.
But once you get out into like rural areas, everything looks the same.
Well, that's what someone was saying in the comments of being like, the reason like California is such a big state and a big like biodiverse state that like a lot of places end up looking at California because California looks like very few other states have as much like varying between kinds of things. I was like, oh yeah, because like we can drive to the snow, to the beach, to the mountains, to the sand, like to the desert. You can do all of that in a day. And I'm like, I guess that is true. We like almost missed our flight back because like the plane we almost missed our flight fucking there. Our plane got delayed and it was like a 6 a.m. flight. And we were like, oh, okay, got delayed till 8. So we were like, oh, we'll sleep in for an extra half hour. They undelayed it. And we were like, you should not be able to do that early in the morning because like we haven't had our coffee. We're not making sound decisions. And Mods was like, we're not going to make it. And I was like, keep driving. We're going to fucking make it. And we like curbside check-in. I go, likelihood we can make the flight. And they were like, oh, it just got delayed 20 minutes. You're fine. And I was like, perfect. And then on the way home, our flight was delayed and then we were going to end up missing our connection. Then we ended up getting there earlier. So our connection, it was like not boarding yet, but it was like about to leave in like start boarding in 5 minutes or something. And Mods was like, damn, we could have made it. We already switched our flight though. And I was like, pick up your bag and start running. And we're booking it and we get there. And then I like asked over to the gate and I was like, any chance we could switch? Because right now we're flying into a different airport where our car is not at.
Yeah.
Because there's only so many fucking flights from here to Southern California at this point. So can we switch? And she was like, oh my God, honey, of course.
Yeah, because I'm sure they hadn't sold your seats that you had.
Like we did it like 2 hours before or something like that. But the Montana airport though, beautiful. Oh, the only bad part about the whole trip is I did get gluten on the last day or our last night that we were there. And it was when the only time I ate out. And they did, in fact, have a whole section of the menu for gluten-free. And, they did all these substitutions. And I was like, I just think I felt a little too comfortable because they were like already talking about cross-contamination. I was like, it'll be fine. Like, I got, and then I got gluten. And that was bad. But it was like perfect time, like of all the days to get gluten.
Yeah.
So I'm like finally starting. I'm not fully better, but I'm like, it takes a while. But it was cool. I would love to know other places that people know of that you can do this in like other states.
Go to Arkansas and do the diamonds. I
looked it up though. On average, 2 people find diamonds a day. The issue is
it's a journey.
Well, the issue is that I would make sure that I am that person. And the way I saw the photos of people going, it's just a plot of dirt and people just sitting there squatting. And I go, that looks like me in my garden. And unfortunately, I would need you or Mott's there to be like, now you have, like, it gave stuck under a wheelbarrow vibes.
Yeah, but why would you go by yourself?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it really gave me like, oh no, this is what this looks like is exactly what Melissa's like, this is why I need access to your Ring camera because I think you're going to get stuck under a wheelbarrow again.
Yeah, but there's multiple ones. There's different ones.
Oh, I only looked at one and it said average of 2 a day.
Yeah.
And there's one like
hot springs. You can go do the hot springs and then, you might get overheated, but
I could do a lukewarm, I could do a cold spring.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love spa water. That's good.
That's a joke, y'all.
Yeah. I would just love if anybody wants to know. I would love if anybody wants to let me know if there's like any other cool places to do this kind of stuff. Because I would love to try it in other places.
I love that for you.
Thanks.
I'm glad you found it.
I think you would have enjoyed the process of finding them.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a little science experiment.
Yeah. And they give you those big tweezers, which I love any activity that involves like giving me those tweezer tongs.
Forceps.
Exactly. And I'm like, but what we can do, you can get just like bags of gravel shipped to you and do it yourself.
Oh.
And people find them. So I think we should do that
sometime.
Put
it in your rock tumbler.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can find like other things like quartz and like other stones like that. And I did bring some of those back to do that with.
Okay.
But did you see my Instagram post of the ones I found?
I think I saw it, but I brushed past it because I knew we were going to talk about it and I didn't want to.
Just swipe to the right when you see it so you can see all of them.
As soon as I open Instagram, somebody I know that's a teacher has this posted.
Oh, I love
2 of our favorite things mixed together. Pretty.
And so when you heat treat them, like they can like completely change color. So it can either like stay the same color it is and just become like an intensified, amplified version of it. Or like it can be green and turn like yellow or like orange or whatever. The only thing I'm a little worried about is there's a couple little pink ones, like not like the big ones, but the little ones are the pink ones. And those are the most like hardest to find and the rarest. And I'm like, you have to heat treat them because like otherwise they really aren't going to look pink. They do glow under fluorescent, which is how you can confirm that they're pink. But I'm like, what if it changes and it's not pink anymore? Aren't they cool?
Yeah, very cool. Good job, Meghan.
Thank you. And these are just the usable ones. We got like a ton of other ones that are like too flawed to like use or cut or whatever. But
can you give them to your nephew like for a little collection?
Yeah, and you can also like get like a necklace, kind of like Angelina Jolie vial style, like that, and like fill them with that kind of stuff. And so we might do that for Matz's mom wanted one, and so we're gonna see if it's like a cuttable. If she wants something like for a piece of jewelry, if she just wants a raw one, and you can also like display them. But yeah, they're pretty fucking cool.
That's great.
Yeah, I feel like I should wear my hat now.
Oh yeah. Put it on under your headphones. That's a great hat. You can wear it with the jersey.
I know. Isn't that?
And that can be your 4th of July outfit.
I'm just like addicted to it. Like, what do you mean? Me, the only girl in the world who has whose first celebrity crush was young Al Gore. What do you mean I found an Al Gore hat in a vintage store in Montana?
It was middle-aged Al
I guess
Gore.
I was young.
Yeah, you were young. He was definitely middle-aged.
Also, I have to say the strong juxtaposition of him next to Bill Clinton, who was out with those raw chicken sunburnt thighs. I think that also helped. I was like, I like part of what I'm seeing in the stark contrast to a man who, are you allergic to sunscreen? I literally remember being a kid being like, this man is the president. He is in the White House. Why is no one getting him sunscreen? Like he looks so sunburned.
Also, he is from like the ruralest part of Arkansas, Hope, Arkansas. Like he was in the sun all day. His skin should have been used to it.
That's what I'm saying. I was just like, this man he needs some zinc stat. The woman who owned that store was like, she was like, oh my God, she's like, my parents, my grandparents, my whole family, like they love Bill Clinton down. Like he is their number one. I was like, wow. And she's like, yep, that was, I think she even said that they were like conservatives before. And then when it was Bill Clinton, they were like, no.
Yeah,
and I mentioned something. I was like, oh, my best friend's from Arkansas. And she like talks about stories about like what he means to Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a little mini, I think I talked about this a long time. I did. It was a long time ago, but there's a mini, at the University of Arkansas, there's a mini, museum, which used to be him and Hillary's house.
Oh.
Back in the day. That's right by the campus, but they've made it into a museum.
That's cool.
Yeah. It means a lot. Well,
what a week we had.
We did. I won't even get into the conference I went to, which that was cool, but I did meet somebody, an exec at a company that had listened to or is actively listening to my series, and she like freaked out. Like I've never seen somebody do that before. And it was a site. She's like, I got to tell all my friends, and I was like, whoa.
Oh, you met a fanfic fan in real life. Getting those primitive instincts with that kind of fanfic, what it does to people.
Yeah. So
I love that.
So it was cool. That was cool. So made some connections, and we'll see. Might have some Korean stories coming soon.
Like set in Korea?
Well, it was with a Korean company, so everybody there was from Korea, and so their stories are Korean.
Oh, in Korean. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like set in.
I mean, one of them is, but like Diane's Korean, so we can infuse her culture into.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's, and then a tax write-off trip to Korea.
Mm-hmm.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Wow. Oh, I was also saying this. Look what Mott's got me for my birthday. Surprise gift. Didn't know I was getting a gift because my trip was the gift, and he's buying me jewelry that we make out of this. Isn't that gorgeous?
Cool. Yeah.
It's like,
I like that.
It's real. It's like actually gold.
Yeah, I love
it.
See, when we have the recession,
melt it down.
Mm-hmm. Take it, go sell it, cash for gold.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for the kind birthday wishes. And yeah, join our Patreon. check out the rest of our content. We are back, and we, join our Patreon because we need to make money so we can go to multiple show dates for the next Beyonce.
Yeah, I'm already starting to save.
Yeah, I'm little Debbieing it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
you gotta start making content.
Did you see people saw her getting like bootleg merch, and she was like, "I had to buy tickets, motherfuckers."
Right. It was when I didn't see her, but I saw the merch she was talking about when we were walking out because Avia wanted this too, but she wanted it in red, and they ran out of the size that she wanted. Which I'm like, she hasn't even tried it on yet, and I feel like it's going to be too short. What size do you get?
Medium.
Okay.
Does she have a long torso?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a long torso.
Yeah, I know. Because mine's a medium too.
Yeah, I recently discovered I have no torso. I was wearing my high-waisted shorts, and I put on a shirt, and I was like, where do I put the rest of my shirt? Like, I literally was pants McGee. I was pants and then shoulders and a head, and I was like, I actually need to start wearing like mid-rise jeans because like I look like that fucking meme of Chloe Grace Moretz.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was jarring.
Yeah, she wanted the red one in the medium, but they didn't have it. So she ended up we got her the blue one. But then when we were walking out, I was like, hey,
do you want the $20 one?
It's like, no, I'm good.
Honestly, if like I would actually buy bootleg merch at the end of the tour. The issue we saw at the very beginning of the tour. So like the bootleg merch was like they hadn't ironed out the kinks yet. Like it was not, they didn't know all the details yet.
There were letters missing out of Atlanta on all of them.
Exactly. And so I was like, okay, that's not good. No, not so much. But like by the time the last one, you really have a point of reference.
Exactly. Yeah,
so
you know
I would
exactly what you're doing.
I would have done it.
But then she dropped like almost all of it on the website, but immediately sold out.
Yeah. I was looking at. I keep trying to fucking find the white t-shirt with the red piping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
Nowhere.
It was on the web. You missed it.
No, I know. It was sold out in about 45 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. It was back up. I saw it in person on other people. And I was like, damn, that
it's so fucking cute.
Yeah.
I'm on the wait list on the email though, so I should get an email. So,
fingers crossed. All right, well, like Megan said, join us the rest of the week, and we will
fist you later.
Goodbye.
This is a Sister Sign production hosted by me, Megan Rinks,
and me, Melissa D. Montz, plus Diamond Imprint Productions.
Does music really have the power to heal? How can you instantly be more persuasive? What would the world be like if there were no bugs? These are the kind of topics we explore in every episode of my podcast called Something You Should Know. My name is Mike Carruthers, and what we do on Something You Should Know is we find leading experts and curate topics that will impact your life, satisfy your curiosity, or simply fascinate you. Maybe all of the above. Out of all the millions of podcasts in the universe, Something You Should Know is usually ranked in the top 200 of all podcasts on Apple. A lot of people like Something You Should Know, and I'm willing to bet you will too. We deliver 3 episodes a week and have a catalog of over 1,000 shows for you to listen to. Give a listen to Something You Should Know, wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Brandy Basanti. For the last 15 years, I've starred on one of the most successful reality shows of all time, Story Tours. On my new show, The Real Reality, my guest and I will reveal the real story of what it's like navigating fame and notoriety. Because it's my show, I can do whatever I want. I can say whatever I want. No filters, no rules, no network executives. And I believe that's what the world wants. Raw, real, authentic, and I'm gonna fucking give it to you. Though success is great, being in the public eye can come at a cost. Oftentimes, what you see on camera is not the real reality. On each episode of my show, we'll sit down with a different notable individual from the world of TV, film, sports, or internet fame. We will explore their unique story, what really happened on and off camera, how becoming famous has truly impacted their lives, and what their vision is for their future. In a world obsessed with celebrity, followers, and subscribers, the true story is often lost or even buried. This show will reveal what really happened. This show will reveal what people really felt. This show will reveal what fame is really like. This is The Real Reality. Subscribe now, wherever you get your podcasts.
It's ticklish business any way you look at it. Come on, we'll stick together.
Love movies? Love classic movies? So do we. Ticklish Business is the podcast where classic film is discussed in modern times. Hosted by me, film journalist Kristen Lopez, and my co-host, author Emily Edwards, we dive into the golden age of cinema with fun, heart, and serious expertise. As published film historians and lifelong classic movie buffs, we bring insider insights, deep research, and lively debates with a variety of special guests, ranging from celebrities like Holly Madison to TCM luminaries Dave Karger and Eddie Muller, and even family members of old Hollywood legends. Subscribe now to Ticklish Business on your favorite podcast app, and let's talk about old Hollywood today.